Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Janelle, and today I'm just gonna vlog you through my morning. We're gonna talk a little, it'll be a little chatty. I'm going into the office today. Today's Wednesday. Usually when I'm vlogging, it's the days that I'm working from home. Skincare. Skin is clean. I show the same moisturizer all the time, so I'm gonna switch it up. Today I'm gonna use the Tula 24/7 Moisture. This one I like. I mean, I'm pretty much done, so that shows you that I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite. This is my favorite, the Laneige Cream Skin. I like very milky, thinner moisturizers, even though my skin is very dehydrated. I just feel like the milk absorbs better, and I just like the way it feels. Today is the 13th of December, so we're about to be halfway through the month. So I thought maybe I could just reflect a little bit on 2023 and then start talking about my goals for 2024. By the way, I just put sunscreen on. I use this Biore UV. It's amazing. But yeah, so 2023 was such a cool year, I think, because I started off in that really small apartment. I loved it. I mean, I lived really in a really great area. I was not too far from my family. I spent more time with friends. I was working at a call center, working from home like all 5 days. I didn't expect to find the Lord in that apartment. I've shared this before, but I'm gonna share it again in case you are newer. My roommate ended up moving out a month or two before I moved out, before the lease ended, because she had an opportunity in New York. And so when I was by myself in that apartment, I was already reading my Bible, but I've been reading my Bible, right, for years, but it was when I was living alone for the first time that I finally had this encounter with Jesus that I never expected to have. And I never really understood when people say they hear from the Lord, or they have had this radical encounter with him. I just didn't understand if that was really possible, or we learned in church recently, possible for me, right? Sometimes we like to believe yeah, God can do all these really cool things, but can he do that for me? Of course he can, but sometimes we don't feel like that because of the point that we're at in our lives, and that's kind of where I was at. I just remember that whole week being so interesting. I just felt a lot of spiritual warfare, and I started to get very scared. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I shared this before, but at night I would really get scared and wouldn't want to go to sleep because I just felt a lot going on in the night. I had to cling on to verses God did not put in me a spirit of fear, and fear doesn't come from the Lord, and that we're called to be, bold believers. And so I really clung on to things like that during that week, because I also didn't really know who to share these things with. I had one friend I would tell, but for the most part I kept it to myself because I just knew a lot of people wouldn't understand. After I really felt fully saved, which was right around, that time, or once I realized that that's what it was, and I was fully delivered, trying to see how I can word this, then that's when I started to tell people, because I'm okay guys, this is real. That was my story there. I started this new job, which I didn't expect to start, so that was really cool. My best friend joined my team, who never worked for this company ever. She was my recommendation, so that was really cool. I saw family that I haven't seen in 10 years this past weekend, so that was really great. And then I kind of did a lot of cleanup. This is really me sharing a lot of the things that I've already shared, but kind of just in one recap. I did a lot of cleanup in terms of music, in terms of friends, in terms of places that I was going. I started going to church. I feel I started spending more time with family. I feel I really got a grasp on my anxiety, thanks to the Lord. I'm not giving any credit to myself for that, but I feel I finally have an understanding of my anxiety and where it came from. And I really thought, and would just tell myself, that my anxiety was going to get worse with age, because many people in my family have anxiety, and I'm it's just getting worse, it's getting worse, and I just let myself believe that. And so it did get worse for a while. And then post being saved, I'm when am I really stressed? And now it's if I'm running late for work and I'm in traffic or something. But other than that, I mean, that's normal, healthy stress. It's not something that is holding me back anymore the way it used to. a main thing was learning how to slow down in my life, right? I made a big switch from I need to do so much and I need to be going to the gym 5 days a week and I need to like make sure that I'm hanging out with friends on the weekends as well as my family as well as my boyfriend. And it became like things that should be fun and normal things. I started to put a lot of pressure and stress and anxiety on those things. So all of that kind of worked together where like I was just very stressed out all the time and felt like I had to do so much, and then my time management became poor because I was putting way too much on my plate. And then I started adding reading the Bible, and then I started going to church, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing way too much. I need to relax. And so then I took a week to do nothing. I fasted, right, from life. And it was the best week ever, honestly. I have started to post some like slower living videos because my life is different. It's not the same chaos that I thought I had to have, but at the same time I'm like now working on finding a healthy balance. I do want to enroll in school this semester. I do continue to like want to go to the gym and be healthy and stuff like that, but I just needed to change my mindset around those things and realize that I don't have to do all those things. As long as whatever I am doing, I'm doing it for the Lord. There is a verse, I'll put it on the screen. Whatever we do, whether we're eating or drinking, doing it for the glory of the Lord, then that's what matters. If I don't make it to the gym because I have to clean, or because I have to meal prep, or because I need to read the Bible, or because I need to get extra work done or stuff for school, that's fine. It's okay. It's if I start falling into temptation and sin and replacing things that I'm doing for the Lord and doing things I shouldn't be doing, that's where it's going to become a problem. But the amount that I'm doing, I'm not placing as much emphasis on that. And so for 2024, I kind of want to continue that streak. I'm a little nervous for 2024 because I will be taking classes the entire year. I will be taking 2 in spring, 1 in summer, and 2 in fall, and then I should graduate in December. So the entire year will basically be about school. But I am reminding myself that it is just this 1 year, and if I cannot handle 2 classes while working full-time, I will extend my graduation. As for every other area of my life, 2024, the main thing I want to do is find a Christian community because I love my friends to death, but I would love to find a Christian community. I just think that's amazing, and I think it's very important, you know, when you're trying to stay on track with the Lord, because we all go through our hills and valleys. So sometimes we do, you know, want somebody to pick us back up, or maybe there's somebody that like we can like do Bible study with, or somebody who actually just wants to like come over and bake or cook or like do simple things. Whereas sometimes I feel a lot of pressure, or I did in the past at least, to do more, you know, with people. Like every time we hang out, it needs to be like a whole ordeal, when truly it doesn't. So I truly want to get involved in my church. I'm so glad this year I did find my home church, and I absolutely love it. I love my lead pastor. I didn't feel as connected to my last church as I do to this one. It's hard to compare them because one, it's like post being saved, and one was before. So all in all, I love my church. So I really want to get involved. I haven't been able to because of my schedule, and I know it's just gonna get busier with school, but that is something that I'm gonna make a priority in the new year. I want to volunteer. Those are probably the 2 main things: join church and volunteer, and they'll go hand in hand. Honestly, fitness goals, I don't have that many other than simple things. Like I really want my endurance to get better. I was always about strength training and feeling strong, and I still love that, but there's nothing more frustrating than like when you go on a hike or just feeling like you're gonna pass out all the time, like just being really tired. So for me, it would be great if I could just work on my endurance, focus a little bit more on cardio and some high intensity workouts, because I definitely don't do that. I go to the gym, I walk on the treadmill, I do a couple machines, and I've been leaving. I think that mindset around working out is really great. It might not make me reach my goals as fast as somebody who's like really in it, but I'm okay with that. You know, I'm finding my balance and finding what that looks like, and I think that's really cool. Share your goals for 2024 in the comments. So my outfit is just a plain blue t-shirt from COS, and then these black Zara pants. I'll probably just wear this with white sneakers. I loved wearing black, and recently I haven't been as into black. I was gonna wear cream pants today, but it is that time of the month, so I figured black was safer. I'm starting to really like light colors on me a lot better, and it's very interesting. My boyfriend actually just got me a pink sweater, and it's from Quince, and like, I don't know, I'm just excited to wear more colors like this. They just feel happier and so much better. I don't know. Black is just so easy to match, easy to, you know, just look elegant. And I still have like a dress I really love, but I think I'm just like adding more color, adding like more pastels to my wardrobe, and I'm just like, I'm really liking it. Now that my makeup's done, I am going to read the Bible. I'm reading the book of Job right now. I don't know what made me move over to the Old Testament. I really wanted to just read the New Testament first, but I did see this post on Instagram that listed like 5 books of the Old Testament. Hold on, let me pull it up. It says Psalms teaches us how to worship. Proverbs teaches us how to behave. Job teaches us how to suffer. Song of Solomon, how to love. And Ecclesiastes, how to live. So I just thought I would read through all of those. I have started Psalms. I've never read all of them. I've read Proverbs, so now I'm reading Job, and I thought about reading Ecclesiastes next. My camera's flashing, so let's see how much we get. I'm gonna head out, go to the office, and I'll see you in a bit. This is my first time filming in my new car. Hi, welcome. I got a new car a couple weeks ago. I just thought I would end the video with something cute. I'm just parked at the office and I got my Dunkin. What I get is a medium cold brew with caramel and cream. On Wednesdays, they do free donut with the purchase if you have the app. So I got a donut. Take a look. It's so cute. And it matches the donut I got, which I think is even cuter. So I'm gonna eat this in my car and then head into work. I hope this video wasn't too random. Went through 2023, listed my main goals for 2024, and I'm eating a donut in my car. So quality content right here. Clearly I left out my health goals. Oh, I did read Job, right? And I'm really liking where I'm at. As I mentioned, Job is about suffering really, and how to continue to have faith in the Lord like when you're going through a very tough time, because Job went through the worst of times. He was a like blameless, innocent man, true follower of God. He had 10 kids and he was living the life, and he was very obedient, and for that, you know, he was blessed with abundance. Then you see like Satan has this conversation with God, and he's like, well, Satan tells the Lord, you know, if you take it all away, I bet he won't follow you anymore. So things start to happen to Job. I won't give all the details, I'll let you read it, but things start happening and he starts, you know, wishing that he wasn't born, and wishing that if he was born that he died right away, and that he just didn't want to live anymore. And then 3 of his friends came from different countries and started to give him little pep talks. You know, they're like, no, listen, God did so much for you. And Job wasn't having it. He's like, you guys are useless. You're not helping. Then finally, one of them said, listen, you need to make this right with God. You need to go to God and make your peace and just take this to the Lord. Now I'm on, I think, chapter 28. That's where Job starts to seek wisdom and wonders where it comes from, and ultimately wisdom comes from God. That's where I stopped. I'm not done yet, but I'm loving it. So if you guys are looking for a new book in the Bible to read, I recommend Job. It's been pretty good. It's like an actual story. I've been reading a lot of Paul's books in the New Testament, which is like letters to groups of people. So now like reading a story about a guy who was blameless, and it's just kind of cool. It's just kind of different, you know? I'm gonna wrap this up here. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but I hope you enjoyed spending the morning with me a little bit. I am going to park by everybody now. I park all the way in a corner when I don't want people to see me filming. And then I'm gonna go park down there where everybody is and head inside. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.